Hi, my name's Todd. My music was in a Pizza Hut commercial, and this is how to make it in music. Season 2, anybody?
We're back.
Yeah, we're back.
Wow, this is exciting.
Season 2 of How to Make It in Music.
Yeah.
Very excited. This is our first episode back. It's a bit of a reunion episode. We got Tyler back on the show.
Great to be back.
Today.
Love to be back in the old stiff chair, doing what I do best, hanging out with my friend Todd and my buddy Tevin.
It was uncomfortable for you. The chair.
It's not.
You're not happy with
I didn't mean it. It's a little stiff. It's not like a. Yeah. It's okay.
Well, I'm sorry about that. I didn't realize it, and I take responsibility, and I'm sorry.
Who's this? Who's this new guy? Huh? Where's my friend Todd? Who's smacked me on the lip?
Oh, and I'm sorry about that. Well, okay, so this is. I don't want to get all my sorries out of the way at once, but this is sort of why we're having Tyler. Yeah, this is sort of why we're having Tyler back on the show today. Is I wanted to address some of the stuff that happened last year and last season. I think last year was a difficult year. Probably for a lot of people.
Yeah, definitely for a lot of people.
Okay. Yeah, and particularly I think for me specifically, I had recently. I had a bit of a conspicuous uncoupling from a relationship, and there's other I think Bowie's death is still kind of tough.
Bowie,
David Bowie's death, I think is still something that
someone you like a friend of yours or.
I mean, I'd I guess kind of kindred spirits, spiritual friends. I would say, yeah.
Yeah.
And
hey, this one's for you, Brody.
So like I said, it was a tough year for me, but I don't want to make excuses anymore. Some stuff happened that was tough that might have, broken many people. But I mean, I don't even want to compare myself to the reason I'm here, and the reason why I wanted to make sure to have you back on the show for this episode, for this reunion episode, was because I did want to say that I'm sorry.
I want to make sure that I acknowledge that I hear you. And I appreciate this a lot, and I don't like the way things ended. And Tevin, the three of us kind of agreed we weren't ever going to talk about that again. But I want to make sure I hear this, and I'm really thankful for this.
Yeah.
And it's been a rough. I'm living alone these days. My wife kind of finally had it up with me, had it up to here with me.
Okay.
She took off she's gone. She left.
Okay.
And my year did not get off to a good start in January for reasons I'm not supposed to talk about on anywhere.
Okay.
But that was the beginning of the end.
Okay.
For me in a lot of ways, for my marriage,
Good ending.
And Casey, if I know you don't watch this show, but if you're watching this show, I'd love to know where you are, for one, and if you're.
You mean emotionally?
And physically also, if you're going to come home. And this really felt.
If you don't feel comfortable talking about it, that's okay.
All right. Okay.
I mean, if you want to, then go ahead.
No, that's okay.
I would never want to stop you from expressing yourself.
I guess I just want to say this olive branch.
Yeah.
It's like at Olive Garden, we're all family.
Sure.
This olive branch really, to me, I feel like things are starting to come back together.
Yeah.
And you didn't notice this when I walked in the house, when we fist bumped in the doorway. But I'm wearing the same shirt that I used to wear for most of the recordings of How to Make It in Music, sort of the unofficial uniform of the show. And I had given this shirt away after things ended the way they ended last year. And I, at one of my lowest points, got the phone call from Tevin saying I was coming back on the show. And I saw a man, I'm not making this up, I saw a man on the street, a man of the street, a man who lives on the street wearing this shirt.
Yeah.
And I told him, today's your lucky day because I'm taking that shirt. Today's your lucky day because I didn't have any money on me at the time, but basically I told him, if you give me back that shirt, I'll be really grateful.
Okay.
And now I'm wearing this shirt.
Oh, okay.
On the show, and I'm back on the show.
So you took that right off a homeless man.
There's more to it,
Sure.
and he didn't have a Venmo, and we kind of agreed on it's not.
Yeah.
He never ended up. I had money for him, and we
Things
never
are
saw
just
each other.
things anyway. In my what I believe is that
Yeah.
things are just things, and
Yeah.
people are just things too. You know, what I mean is that we're all connected to the earth, and we're no better than a T-shirt. You know, and so I think you did a great job with that. And so my
It just felt. I just felt really good to get some things off my chest because I haven't had a chance to talk about any of this with really anyone.
Yeah, and I think that's great. But I think you also, I think you had said that some of the stuff you probably shouldn't talk about.
Yeah.
You know? And so I want to make sure that I
definitely
respect
not.
that
Yeah.
also, to make sure that you don't, keep going on about that stuff. And
then there's other things that if I don't talk about them, I feel like I'm about to explode. That's the feeling that I have inside.
And that's great, and I love that for you. Okay, hold on. And I love that you're sharing, and that's so great. I want to make sure that I completely make the amends that we're here to make
Right.
together. And so that's sort of what I wanted to talk about is my spiritual journey. I've met a spiritual advisor I've been meeting with, and together I think that we've been working on making sure that Todd is the person that Todd should be, or Todd can be, and I don't think I've always been that, and that's why I kind of, sorry, that's kind of what, yeah, thanks.
Hey,
it's all right.
This is a big step. You should be proud of yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. Pride doesn't even play a part in this anymore. So I don't even want to say that I'm proud of myself or I'm proud of the world and nature for being what it is, because we're all sort of one.
Sort of.
I'm here to try to build a bridge between us and sort of mend the rift that I certainly played a part. I think I will take responsibility for my part, definitely.
Right.
In the
and
rift.
I'll take responsibility for my part as well. Yeah.
That's great. If you want to.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, just like because I know I could be sort of
Antagonistic.
yeah, like I guess
Antagonist. And part of what I believe is that someone apologizes, I have no right to deny that, and so I accept your apology.
Okay.
And so anyway, we're gonna have a very fun season of getting to learn how to make it in music. But I kind of wanted to share a little bit about what I've been doing outside of that. Yeah. I kind of wanted to talk about some of the ways that I've been growing as an artist. Because something that my spiritual advisor, kind of taught me was that I've been focusing so much in just one realm of art. I've been focusing on creating this music, but I've never created something with my hands really. And so he kind of introduced me to pottery.
Wow.
And I've gotten into that a little bit. And I kind of wanted to share a piece that I've created that means a lot.
See it. Yeah.
Means a lot to me. And so here it is. You can see on my spiritual journey, I explored a lot of different religions and cultures and myths, and of course, included in that is the myth of Poseidon in Greek mythology. And I don't know.
And that's Poseidon.
That's Poseidon,
okay.
Or in the Roman Neptune. I don't know, Tevin, if you can get a close up of this, we'll sort of punch in on that. But yeah, you can see, he's the god of waters. And the reason why I wanted to draw him is because I think that water is really important, and also because I really I cared a great deal for the Aquaman film. Khal Drogo.
That was good.
Yeah,
I liked that too. That was really good.
And so you can see that he's got his trident, and that's for killing fish. And then also there's sort of a connection here. I made it's a handle. It's the handle, but right. I made it go from his mouth to his sort of his, I guess, pubis area.
Right, and I was kind of gonna ask you about what that was all about.
Yeah, that's a symbol. So that's what. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to, this is something I created with my hands. It means a lot to me, and holding it reminds me of how far I've come in the last year, and how far I think that we can go.
Yeah.
In the next year, and so I wanted to share this with you, and I wanted you to hold it too. And have that experience of feeling.
Wow. Well, I can see why you are so excited about this.
Thank you.
and
Thank you.
proud of it. And I'm proud of you. I just want to say.
Thanks.
And I've always known you had it in you, right? To kind of overcome some of your anger and some of your just like cockiness and some of these things. And look at this. This is the proof right here. Someone who's been working on themselves. So I'll tell you what, right now, we call this show How to Make It in Music, but I wouldn't be surprised if in a couple of weeks people are going to be watching How to Make It in Pottery. It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
We really dodged a bullet.
This is someone who knows how to make. I'll tell you what. You'll be buying these. Okay. I have no clue where this goes. The penis went to the mouth, right?
Just leave it. Just
It's almost
It's not almost.
you gotta put this one, at least put this where it goes.
Stop it. Just stop. Stop.